So The Bear is not a comedy. Welcome to a TV talk. I just finished series 4 of The Bear. Great series. It's been great for many years now, but it's not a comedy. This is something that has been spoken about since it first burst onto the scene 4 years ago. I will say quickly, they're one of the shows that in this day and age actually release new seasons every year, which I really appreciate. But they're really not a comedy. And I always say, I've said this from the beginning, and I continue to say it now. I just watched the last 2 episodes, and watching them, I'm sitting there, I'm just saying, like, this is not a comedy. And it's not necessarily that it's like not a comedy, like you're not like ha 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 laughing the whole time. Like, I know that there can be some nuance in comedies and things like that, and some people have argued that The Bear is in that lane. But I even think with all those arguments of like, well, The Bear is a comedy because this, that, and that, it's still like, but how? Like, I really still don't get it. And especially when you start to take into, like, when you start to compare it to other TV series that's like up against, when you think about like the Emmys and stuff, like it's up against, like when it came out, like up against Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, now like Hacks and Only Murders in the Building and Abbott Elementary and all these kind of things, all these comedies that you can like maybe list. So that thing is already weird for me to like. We're comparing The Bear. We're like, let's focus on the main character, Jeremy Allen White as Carmy. We're comparing Carmy's performance in the comedy to Steve Martin or Martin Short in Only Murders in the Building, huh? And we're comparing Iowa Debris' performance last year. She was up for lead actress in The Bear to Jean Smart in Hacks, to Rachel Brosnahan last year in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I think that show was still on last year, or for the Emmys, whatever. It's like, so again, amazing, exceptional show. I think it's such a great series. If you haven't seen it, you really should watch it. It's on Hulu in the United States and other places. But it's great. But it's not a comedy. And I just cannot be convinced otherwise. I've seen the think pieces. I've seen the people try to like do this careful wording around it and say like, oh, well, it's a comedy because it's like, yeah, it's like very dramatic and heavy things, but there's like these funny moments. And even still, I remember like watching the season, and something I've observed before, it's like all this kind of madness around it, and like it deals with some heavy topics. Even like this last 2 episodes was like a very like heavy things going on. Carmy talking to his mom for a bit, having this like beautiful like kind of finally like getting off the shoulder scene at the end with Carmy and Ricky and Sydney all having this nice little moment outside. But then like some of the like levity, the moments of levity or whatever, are like from other people who are not the main cast. We have like quick little moments where it's like they say a funny line maybe, or not even like that. They're just like being ridiculous. But that is not a comedy though. Like it's like Succession had funny moments, but it's a drama. I still don't get how they have this as a comedy. Great series though.